possibilities.
Ebusiafo yamamu akwaba yasanso emamu ache ede bako style TV morning mix jumedie no so megidi se nyankopon na dominti anope obi biara ehunye ane yasanso eda onyankopon asese ode yenkwa ache yen na ene yenso yakan yen aka atiasefo ehun na ene unu ha enye bone mema obusunfu mema ni nya new thing ane and the men na me bedi dwumedie no ho chiame. I'm sitting in the bofo can say I'm sitting in the shoes and I sit ebia I'm sitting in the shoes of a year afiba Asian na me de enne dwumedie enne morning make jumedie ni na e de abro efri kasebo ekosi newspaper moons in pensen mu na yesanso e de eye conversations ahodo a ewo ho nyinara abro. Okay, enti na ye ka se we fidie no eda Coastal TV digital channel 514 yesanso e stream live on Facebook and YouTube. Enti me se wonsa eka ye link na obebo wo homoden na mwahye ama afofo na mo abeka eye edwumedie no ho mabeka ye ho na yetimi edi dwumedie no fefe na bibia akoyie sa pepepe send Coastal TV da ye no ye bebo eye inspirational message before we be start we day no ho be hia say ye be ma nkranhye SM kakra bi enti se na ye ne da na ebetie nkranhye SM bi efri ye CEO Mrs. Nyomi eho na ye kobai ye after that no ye be call for quick commercial break ye ba na ye de kasebo no nso abrel
mema hu ache na momo akwaba the worship Coastal TV ma kan wa hainde wara ma wara wanza. It's a world of endless possibilities. Mitini anti-gift in the pain so nyaminadom why me chapa the inspirational message but the point me share eratina some together they will be a mama penny yet the imina mazibu nimu share. Sharing is caring, you know. Into the page of Romans chapter 8 the 28th verse. Romans 8 28 verse. Meaning can man can the yenshada erazera can ho. Erazina some say, and we know that in all things God works for the good of those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. For we know that in all things God works for those who love him, who have been called according to his purpose. This is one of the scriptures. In all things, so say, Nyamina some dam norka, onkade in only good times, onkade in only bad times, in all things. Into whatever situation you find yourself, whether you are going through happiness or joy or sadness or you are grieving, whatever it is, it could be a real challenge. You don't even know how you will come out of that situation. In all things, in all things, say whatever it is, all things work together. They work together. Now, work together for one another. Those who believe in him, those who are called. See, this is very specific. Anna in Jesus. Have you accepted the Lord as your personal savior? Because this particular message to those who believe in him, who trust in him, who have accepted him, who are nchehu nti se ijeruade za nyama wanka jo de nyama boni bi rumbu obaba mo ye de baba ma owode sumbosu bibiara baba nemum kaide all things mary for me na it is being put together. God always has a bigger picture. It will all come together for your good because you are called. Oh, you will feel there. Oh, mama, someone maybe chaperona, me you born again and no corner. No, it is just by the grace of God. In baby, I better make out there. One flower in Kamubi. Was some no way you into was some way you win. But what brother Obia a radin ankasa was some no way you know wa fro na e canodo. Na ke that all things would work together for your good. Into na pay mon consess in conscious sama midri jawani. Many merry film, but in all things ke the merry film biara. All things be biara obewie be biara obewie pe for good o wankada for evil. For good, obewie pe ye, obesuye, bibia boko ye. Nti inde die se bibia we bia kai. De bibiara radina sandam lorka. Bibiara mun. Nzeme ina besi senyim. Ma oye zina ma onye zini na. Obesi senyim. For wara we pa. Ma bibiara so esuye. Dem ni radina sam okachen wo. Romans 8, the 28th verse. Into my movie and film. Romans 8:28. All things will work together for your good. God bless you and have a pleasant day. Ichiri Yibeshia.
Sa pepe senya ye CEO Mrs. Nyomi Akano. Se uye Kristonia eno nche se bibibone ento amanie de ebeba but se uji di se ade a uji di se nyankopon ono ena obetwitwaje wa eye den a enyema ebekoyie wati ase sa pepepe enti se na wedi kan aka no we should trust in the Lord eno ni twi no me shada hu but ye befa ne sa yes enti trust in the Lord and all things will work for your good. Inti anope baby biara wo bia no mesre say ansa na obehye bude no ase no ade a ode wo hu ebehye nyankopon nsem na enyema how ne enyema wadwen ho a hu baby a efi ba no fa kompaibo oni nyankopon enkasa na ye den a at the end of the tunnel there will be light, there will be happiness, there will be joy and so be hangu inti baby you do ne be call for a quick commercial break yen kwani nkotie enwum na yentimi enfa enhye ye day no ase ye.
We sell gift shop, a place you can rely on. You call on us and we'll deliver. Thank you.
National Petroleum Authority say, Mawa Bambo hu hia ukane. Ain't no, stay back and stay safe. National Petroleum Authority ebo bibia kokose se fuel tank enya kwenhia na edane a menko ho nkwaye wadwen se okosisa petrol anafango no e na afenso menye wadwen se wo ben fuel tank enya kwenhia ne ho akwakodwetwa videos ana pictures na petrol anafango wo hwenso uhua ko wo mu a enye sunsun asobone e wo apomodensem so fango nso e ho ahometinti no enfomso akitu ebi ebetumi ameja tom amana gise ewom eba ne saa nipa dodo timi femu hihye ehwe mo nkwa emeja pade dodo na nso esei eno nti memfa won kwa nto chacha enye saa obenu ho nkwa na nyina se wo se fuel tank bi enya kwanhia na dane amafango no ebugu mpa hwa na wa aman ho da stay back and stay safe. Emomo no aya fredum jejuma yefo ana posifo no momehwe nso ano utumi nso efre National Petroleum Authority ewo 0302 550 380 kaise wonkwa wo hoi ehu hia bebre esensa afango no kokoboi National Petroleum Authority ene de bro.
Mesanso Emao Akwaba ede aba Coastal TV morning mix kasiebo nunso eso na mekai we say we fidie no eda eye Coastal TV digital channel 514 yesanso stream live on Facebook and YouTube intimacy say wonsa eka ye link na obaba modern na wa share na afoforo enso akaye ho ewo fie ha afa kame ho na yenkotie nkasebo a yewo mawo anopeyi ensem a ewo kasebo numu bi ene se chema wutumi akopie mu court na court ahye no se onkode mu eye infie eduonu that is 20 years and ewo ko edu ba ko nsia yede abono eso Coastal TV for etche inkomo afa sanitation any insuo tuto etuto ye no eye effects eye afarefo no obunya ewo sa insuo tuto yi enso yesanso ene omo twetwe inkomo afa eye lightning omodi eyi nam ewo epomu nya edikan Ashanti Regional Chairman your friend Bernard Enchiboesiako enipa dodo na enim ne se chairman wuntumi no mwakopie mu court na court ebu ne for say onkode mu afe 20 years ewo illegal mining activities bia so ewo Same Boy na asemi bia no ka say wuntumi ne kopon Akonta Mining Company Limited ma nipa bi ye ejuma wo Same Boy FM na woni ekwan ana tumi emra ehwehwe no enu nti wo hunu ne se obu emra ehwe galamse ene FM tutu eno so asemi bia no eso esan share se ontua ka 120,000 cedis na se wentua wobeka mfie miensa efiase no ho na we no Mr. Justice Frimpong ekeka de insembi etu dwa se ade a omobeye appeal de ache course no senia yes mfie yede ama chairman wuntumi no court no ebetimi aye eho bibi.
Chairman Wuntumi has been convicted in circumstances where there was no evidence at all to support a conviction in respect of the offense for which he has been convicted. It was never disputed that Chairman Wuntumi lawfully acquired his mineral concession. It was never disputed that he lawfully acquired his mineral concession. That fact was established and accepted before the court. The central question was whether that concession had been assigned or transferred in violation of the law. It is our respected view that no evidence was adduced before the court establishing any such assignment or transfer of mineral rights by Chairman Wuntumi, DCMP for Ahafo North South East, and his DC who was sacked from a chief's palace after they alleged that he was heavily involved in Galamsey in their traditional area. What happened to the NDC MP for Aworin, Honorable Oscar Ofori Labi, who was accused by the chiefs and the people of Aworin, as well as Ghana's coalition against Galamsey, for engaging in Galamsey? Why has the nation not witnessed the same level of urgency and determinations in those matters?
Afe yebeko na yakotie lawyer ni a ono nso ene chairman Wuntumi edi ejuma ono nso de ensem bi atudwa na sei na ochiremu.
The court has come to the conclusion and convicted Mr. Wuntumi for all the offenses. But in terms of the sentences, I mean, the court ought to consider his significance in society.
All right, Abusia Chairman Wuntumi Bernard Enchiboesiako Kwame Entwi asese oya na omutu said the beya lawyer attaching ba ombetimi atoa asem no so na judgment no awie peye. No na nei judge ebo asem no tugu ye a wo kire said there be da. E say omo read judgment no, omo read judgment no. So reading the judgment no and Justice Audrey Kokuvite
ye twaswa na ye ko afarefo omo akache Coastal TV senya ye ne da no da ne da nyina ye de afarefo ho nsensem nyina ebremu ye de problems omo face na this time no ye ne omo etwetwe enkomo efa light omo di eyinam no ho na senya da ye kire se light ayedi nam no enye no ebi mu so adwen ene ye enye pe ewo enumu enti opanyi ba kwa ene ne kasa ye nsem bi a ode tudwa eni.
Momo be on for lighting it from back. From my heart to here, able to use light from my heart to maybe I'm called crowdy. It be at this month I had a mumma be on bar. Next month I had one party when you're fishing with Haddy. At Asa. And so one for boundaries to be burning with a woman of warrior race at 1 year come 1 year, Jumanu. But I said, what's in the office? No one why worry said, no, but get you ya pine, I'm a coming in a yeah, so you want it there, so would be there, able to mark it. Then Mamma catch you the out to petrol. Yeah, driving out to petrol. And they're coaching China only a funny season. They're coaching China. Let's say, in your passenger beer, in your passenger beer, in your passenger beer, one cow, two.
Yeah, one in
the next day, so there's some so we need an idea. In the mouth that we more. It's a one of them. When I was never to be on your plan, I will cover that maybe. Never you may have come. And now, I think it's a bed to city. Never support whisker a Canadian. Ever far or their far. Why? Because I'm far about into saying your call. Now, and I'm no, it been bad. Them I'm choosing a can. So about or there, daddy. Or there the benin with a yak on a burn, ye too, ya cat expenses cacra. No, I won't me a chance you to mind. Yapo. It's the mana, I don't know what it. So what come here, you man, go to the once 1 billion Sunano. No one near near, but I'm once now. Your friend and you raised to 1 hour, you won't race at my room, your friend. Science in a woman, then, no 1 year, no one from my country and the other. More research will be you. By your so, you won't call. Then I'm a canoe, make a first human, a moon there, a first human, a moon there. Say, I'm a minimum your do. No, sister, Oba, no caddy your pa. Too much here, ma, to the extent that now so no moon there are, son, idea working on your one. But so what's the baby? No need any research or back a chain. You demonati. Then you see your conny, you win the man. You ever get away with that some. By yet the no no corner. But I say, can you win ya? I will check out your make chema you would yabba conclude on one purpose. As I say, me are you using the purpose? Honest.
Na opanyin ba kwa ye ne na etwetwe eye sanitation hon common so ono nso de enoma bi etudwa na ye kwa ye no ye hu se ade ana bola bi abo chenku egu ho na eno nso ye bisa eho asem na ye pese ye hu senia omo nhihye ya omo de ato akwan mu a bola no omo ye eyi efri ho na research enso akere se waste improper waste management ekoso ewo Ghana no bebre na yebola bebre na ade ekogu epomu na ye ne twetwe nkomo se na yede behu se nam na omoyiyi ewo eponim abola no enya some effects bi ewo omonam a omoyi no emu.
Yama for my bed, Yama, why you are and since stay. You country in move. And say, I got them to my can and run to stop. To a man stopper, a human to mention. As an a more home, the better and if you to me, Abba, Utumuko. As you say, young upon him, and a Maura, and Mba, and a young Maura, and you stop that. And the young upon everybody. Young Muntu mention him one day. Muntu mention. Some kind of church I had more water. Mukra the minimum name that Muntu mention. Moving to watch it. He opened Suma. I'll stop them. Janka and you have been a junk in the middle. And can I be like a minimum? And the middle of some Mabano, no so much more. And say, Andy, anybody in the book, none. Then I had into me if you go, man, uncle. Maybe too much. The party, yeah, maybe all to you. Now, in the city, to talk. No, so come or go to or to move baby. I don't stop them.
How dear.
Yeah, when sick, and then it's okay. And I am a good man. ona bi chere e wo so bi ji wo wo so bi se yoko bi mi yoko bi bia nsu ebutwa na utu ya igbo enyo ona ya fa afọ igbo ye fo nko anko ye yi bi bia ya fe ona ya me ikuso de metem ya me fo nko wala ba dwa ma bi ya ba nesi de be yuma yoko so bi ya mutu bia nko bi ya me ikuso bi res it is the me season issue that ya
Yesan so any opinion baako etwetwe nkomo efa eye insututo a etuto nansen mu Coastal TV afarefo ehuhia yenti yenim se insuo etuto a eyade a omodwuma etwiko echi kakra yes enti eno no yes yene opinion baako etwetwe nkomo na insemwe bi na oditu udwa Wene inkasebo a ewo yefie ha a yede ebremu enne anope meda yahwefo asese omo efidie no aguso edaha na ye kai mo se mugusu a bo hwe Coastal TV digital channel 514 yesanso stream live on Facebook and YouTube. Kasiabona bewieye but ye wo other interesting programs lined up at the mayen ye betwa ye ho na yaje aboafo enkrato ye ba ye de newspaper review no so ebeto aso.
We sell gift shop, a place you can rely on. You call on us and we will deliver. Thank you.
National Petroleum Authority say, Mawa Bambo hu hiya ukane. Ain't no, stay back and stay safe. National Petroleum Authority ebo bibia kokose se fuel tank enya akwanhia na edane a menko ho nkwaye wadwen se okosisa petrol ana fango no na afenso menye wadwen se wo ben fuel tank enya akwanhia ne ho agwa kodwetwa videos ana pictures na petrol ana fango wo hwenso ohua ko wo mu a enye sunsu aso bone ewo apomodensem so fango nso eho ahometinti no enfom so kitu ebi ebetumi ameja tom amana gise ewom eba ne saa nipa dodo timi femu hyehye ehwe mo nkwa emeja pade dodo na nso esei eno nti memfa wo nkwa nto chacha enye saa obenu ho nkwa na nyina se wo hu se fuel tank bi enya akwanhia na adane amafango no ebugu mpa hwa na wa aman ho da. Stay back and stay safe. Emomo no aya fredum je jumayefo ana posifo no mo mehwe nso ano wutumi nso efre National Petroleum Authority ewo 0302 550 380 kaise wonkwa wo hoi eho hia bebre esensa fango no kokoboi National Petroleum Authority ene de bro.
I
We sell gift shop, a place you can rely on. You call on us and we will deliver. Thank you.
National Petroleum Authority say, Mawa Bambo hu hia ukane. Ain't no, stay back and stay safe. National Petroleum Authority ebo bibia kokose se fuo tank enya akwanhia na edane menko ho nkwaye wadwen se okosisa petrol ana fango no na afenso menye wadwen se wo ben fuo tank enya akwanhia ne ho agwa akodwetwa videos ana pictures na petrol ana fango wo hwenso ohua ko wumu a enye sunsu asobone ewo apomodensem so fango nso eho ahometinti no enfom so akitu ebi ebetumi ameja tom amana gise ewom eba ne saa nipa dodo timi femu hihye ehwe mo nkwa emeja pade dodo na nso esei eno nti memfa wo nkwa nto chacha enye saa obenu ho nkwa na nyina se wo hu se fuo tanka bi enya akwanhia na adane amafango no ebugu mpa hwa na wa aman ho da. Stay back and stay safe. Emomo no aya fredum je jumayefo ana posifo no mo mehwe nso ano wutumi nso efre National Petroleum Authority ewo 0302 550 380 kaise wonkwa wo hoi eho hia bebre esensa afango no kokoboi National Petroleum Authority ene de bro.
Ashafo mesanso amamo akwaba ede aba Coastal TV morning mix jumedie no so na ye kai we say ye streaming live ewo Facebook and YouTube obesan huyen ewo eye digital channel 514 intimacy say wonsa eka ya link na obebo moden na wa share ama afoforo na omonso abeka ye ho enede. Baby edu no ye beje newspaper review yen saka eye de robon kratwa bebre ena no pe ye ba be ye emu pensem yes enti enede maya ankonam nimse afiba ene Mr. Oma ene Ben nimse munina mo hwe baby amu bia no yede enchia efri ha edema munina. Okay, enti yebesha say efri the daily guide. Yebesha say efri the daily guide. Okay. Room to me jailed 20 years. Okay. The High Court yesterday sentenced the Ashanti Regional Chairman of the New Patriotic Party, Bernard Enchibwesiako, also known as Chairman Wuntumi, to a 20-year jail term for assigning mineral rights granted to his company, Akonta Mining Limited, to two persons, Michael Jedu AEC and Henry Okum. Okay, and see, enwa ena court sentence a Chairman Wontumi ede call 20 years imprisonment over a year galamsey activities bi a ekoso na say Akunta mining company enso ne dwumedi a odi nyina no emfa emrakwan so enti ne santi court ahye ne say onkoda efiase prison for good 20 years na eno no ne lawyers ne supporters aba out abekeka in sembebre with regards to they seeking an appeal for him senior court no yes na odi amano no ade a so ebeba fem kakra. Cabinet approves 331 million to end SHS double track. Okay, double track no so ehonsem eno no aban no ade aban no approve say yemfa sika 331 million and the double track system no ade bia eba to make sure say overcrowding ekoso ewo yen SHS schools, your senior high schools with regards to the introduction of the free SHS no double track neba say eba be release that pressure on SHS schools na se ano me say aban no into boana won de sa double track yi aba ne wieye. Okay. President asks ECOWAS to implement protocols on xenophobic attacks. Mampeni John Drama, His Excellency John Dramani Mahama. Adia ode ato ECOWAS Economic Community of West African States enim se omonfa enyema bi entutu akwemu senia xenophobic attacks here esori ewo South Africa. South Africa's xenophobic attacks when they were attacking their fellow African migrants omowo South Africa say yayaji omwejumani ninan, which isn't so. Now with regards to that, they meted a lot of incruel acts to other African migrants. Some people lost their lives, and in response to that, Mampeni evacuated, a couple of Ghanaians, most Ghanaians who were in South Africa at the time, back to our country, Ghana. Okay, in Tiwene, Sambia, Ewo, the Daily Graphic, and Opay, Yemfa, the custodian, and Swaso. Okay, NPP must regain champion of business status. Paul Afoko na yetna ha yekase Paul Afoko sisi ano akoye se onu na the unifying force in the NPP party, and then obete na oka insensema ede omo ebeba together ebe ensure say the NPP party is unified. Inti when so na ensembia Paul Afoko eka enne anope pause on tribunal bill and listen to Ghanaians. Baumia to Mahama. Na Ghana ye court system no. Kamia koye say in sem unya asem na wa asem ekopie mu court asem no echedodo. Enti ase the government wants to introduce the tribunal bill to make sure say enye insem ni na enebeko high court until there will be a tribunal courts they are going to deal with other issues, and when I be ensure say justice system no things will be done hurriedly na no unya asem na o de court asem no enche. Okay, but NPP flag bearer Openi Baumia de abetuja say no enye adia ehu hia Mahama, His Excellency on so now onye other important things, but I think this is also a good thing. We start from somewhere to get to another place. Yes. African citizens expect results, not empty speeches, and no Dompretel's PAP. Okay, nti when so ne insembia another pre de abetuja Richard Ahiagba joins MPP first vice chair race. Okay. Yenshe in Sembiswa Ewo the Crusading Guide Anope. Hanant moves to strike out charges. Okay. So in Sembi Ewo. You can't fight NPP and win. Come back home. Koga urges base movements. Okay. Into base movements and so MS political party via eba up na owura koka de insembi ato omenim se enya dia se omadwen se omone MPP for ebe yi anombe yi omone omobeko a enya dia omo party nimpo ebechina. Yes. Double jeopardy at First Bank Ghana. Court finds employee was punished twice for the same alleged offense. Okay, when soon in Sambia ekoso ewo First Bank Ghana say employee bin so ne ho achire no say he was found guilty of an act. Court no emano punishment, but I say the punishment has been doubled again. Inti eno so matters arising eno yede ehu ensem ebebremo. Henry Nanabuache Nanabi declares bid for NPP National Vice Chairman. Okay, Nanabi of NPP ede abetuja say adia NPP National Vice Chairmanship no ade anenije ho nti ode abeto amanfo enim senia eduru ho na omo ebe support no. NPP must regain trust of businesses through new prosperity agenda. Okay, Paul Afoko in Sembin so a ode tudwa enne anope. So share the Daily Statesman. Nanabi declares bid for NPP National Affairs Vice Chairman. Afoko, NPP must regain trust of business community. Okay, Edikan Aka Ehonsem the Dakoga pledges to reclaim lost Ashanti seats for NPP. Ora Koka and so Edi Abetuja say their seats are the Ashanti region. NPP elusi to NDC no they are putting things in place to ensure that they regain all those seats. Yes. Don't sign tribunal bills. Baumia advises Mahama. Okay. Berema Sapon calls for honest dialogue in NPP Ifeja Secretary dispute. Okay, me say mentime ho asibi enso koso ewo Ifeja Secretary na Berema Sapon ode to NPP fo enim say ade a omontena se na asem no omonka ne yie na bibia enwie peye emu. Another charges PAP to produce measurable results. Okay, enti when so ne nsem bia ewo the Daily Statesman yemfa the Daily Analyst and to so ECOWAS backs Ghana's AU petition. Okay. Enti medikai ede atudwa say mampeni His Excellency John Dramani Mahama ede ECOWAS Economic Community of West African States no enim say ade a omon hwe na omon put some protocols in place to deal with the xenophobic attacks meted out to other African migrants in South Africa na the Daily Analyst and so say ade a AU age yes petition no so Atumu. Attorney General's prosecution faces major hurdle. Okay, nti ebubuahen ne ho sensem ya na ewaha. Okay. Nanabi declares bid for position. Okay. Minority demands repeal of sections 207 and 208. And the section C Ghana your constitution ye de what it says, what the Constitution says with regards to Section 207 and 208. Yeah, the Bebremo later on, minority demanded, they are calling for, you know, repeal in those sections. Some people say in Myanmar work differently in those sections. Since they honum emunsem and so ebremo. Okay. Court orders FBN Ghana to reinstate worker. Okay, send a midi kan you know, First Atlantic Bank. Me say bank no any omo worker ba ku endi ni ye inti ne sa no court de abase FBN Ghana omo nhwe na papa no ne juma a abono no bank no ebeye bibi afa. Okay, yen share the new publisher and so don't sign. Baumia tells Mahama tribunal bill resurrects PNDC era goes. Okay, na sena medical ayen chechemu e dey afa tribunal bill no ebi munso ejidi say tribunal bill no eba it gives, you know, some form of authority to a particular people, and then in turn these people tend to misuse that authority. Yes, I say no independent, but they don't want it that way. They want it to be a part of the judiciary. And say no laws be abide the judiciary. No, it's going to abide in the same way with the tribunal bill. Saying when it's so Baumia Katre Mahama. Okay. Military job scam. 73 victims lose 1.68 million. Yes, 1.68 million. Na sese ano Ghana akoye sese wo pe adwuma ya e wo se utuaka ansa na yafawo adwumem. Na this goes a long way to defeat the purpose of schooling and all of that, cause enkayenim say as a graduate, as a student with any qualifications when we in school no e was say abai no etimi pe ejuma bi na we ya basosia no akoye say was say udi kan etua sika bi ansa na ya fawo ejumem enyeme etakoso ewo the security services. Yes, we know the security services na the daily analyst abo the military na and then me who some news be with regards to a 43-year-old ex-military woman abayensa akano na nijuma odine se obeka cho se or you know protocol or connections ebetimi amawo ajoin the military na unyado sika ne mana eno no na sika no unhu echira kan chese sika no wedi na aban ensa akan na se yekoso ye ni se aban no make sure say nkofo a omo gigi nkofo sika promising them jobs no se eniema betimi akose na yebechi omo. Yes, yebechi omo for scamming others. It's going to be a very good thing. It's going to go a long way. I think I came across a video on the media na abrewabi opa say MPB acho say nisika na aka no ho 500 cedis fe o de maneba say onkoto form CB na wante ho hwe ne mbaye so graduates ma mi so nisika aka no ho 500 cedis ma yenyesa. We should give jobs to people based on merits and no show qualifications. We send new CV, show qualifications. Na de ejuma na ma and yes say you know some sort of nepotism because you are related to someone. You have to pay money to people to get jobs and all of that. It's not a good thing. And moving forward, Ghana, we have to. I would say share na sanyama we ni na no. Afoko outlines economic restoration strategy. Okay, nti polafoko or the enema bi abeto dwa ebe make sure say ebe ensure say the New Patriotic Party omo office ya omo pese omo ba in the coming election year yi ebeba so na be contest NPP first vice chair. Okay, yen share the Daily Democrat in Sambia, the Daily Democrat and then Anope Freeman Boateng to contest NDC Eastern Regional Organizer. Okay, until we be a friend Freeman Boateng idea betu just say or per se or contested for a year NDC Eastern Regional Organizer position. No. Thor receives first local crude of 1 million barrels from Jubilee. Okay, Jumeku to idea omonsa aka first local crude. Yes. Omobedi omujuma me say di kan aka say man penny His Excellency John Dramani Mahama the initiatives be egu akwemu senya Ghana would process our own crude oil. Yes, it's a very good initiative. And if you want Ghana to be like, the developed countries, we should start somewhere. It isn't always right. It isn't always right. Say, local, crude oil locally na, edebeko, abonting outside all of the time to, process it. If we have the machines here, I believe we can do all of that ourselves, which is, in a long way going to contribute to the development of Ghana. Okay. NPA Chief Executive leads high-level dialogue on Ghana's energy future at CAPCON 2026. Okay. When so name Sambia Air Koso Ewo NPA Omo Akache. GIPA gives boost staff skills for investment growth. Okay, youth employment drives targets Germany through labor exchange. Okay, me say why youth as a me check it. Yes, also the enyama bi so akwemu senior employment issues here issues problems Ghana problems ama emebunu the youth no omo de niema bi ebeto akwemu na sa eno so ehun sensem akoye enti yemse ne sa no some exchange bi ebekoso Germany enti me very sure say there will be a time youth from Ghana Germany there's going to be some dialogue bia yebe exchanging microphone beko Ghanaian citizens youth ebeko Germany na omo akodi omo juma ewo honum. Okay, share the informer na the informer Oforiata ex finance minister for Ghana na picture eboha kakrakapa na Oforiata nsensemi aye nia ewo come back home to face justice. Yes, Oforiata should come back home to face justice. As a public servant, you owe the people of Ghana a duty, and you have rendered that duty, you have rendered that services. If you do say ubebu akonta ede amount crofo na yehwehwe waye wakɔhyɛ abrochire ama nsɛm no aye bebre nti Oforiata say I believe say ogidi say onye hwea, then there's no need for him to flee the country. He should be able, I was say otimi eba back to Ghana na obe render accounts na no yehwe na say enyema bi ankoye wo baby there are some loopholes somewhere na say the law has to deal with him, then the law should deal with him. Okay, TUC NPP opposed tribunal. Okay, medical aka asem de that say are there minority in parliament, are there omone sa bill ya ba be pasi they are not in support of it. Yes. Third term debate, Mahama disowns power drunk elements. Nancy Muye say idea His Excellency John Dramani Mahama or say as a NDC for no episode mu pushy agenda be na His Excellency offer for a third term which isn't so according to the Ghanaian constitution. Now on one kasa aba out the Nsembia Betuja say no, he's not ready for that. He's not going to do it. If the constitution says 2 terms, he's going to go as such. And yeah, he wants to, bring in some agenda. Nah, yeah, no, a call for a third term. Yes, no. His Excellency John Dramani Mahama abo sa ensensem no egu. Yes, he says the constitution presents no ambiguity. Constitution on ya wakano and wakan. There's no other meaning to it. Yes. Okay. Afenyo marking questions NDC's commitment to accountability. Okay. Inti afenyo marking also question NDC omo omo amebu rade. Omo amembu na omo bu no. Yes. And these NPP for no, mo say nyama nhyeda nko yie ase nyama bi wo ho mo ndi no kre emfa nkyere yen. Yes, enti we nso ne nsem bia the minority leader of the new patriotic minority leader in parliament Alexander Kwamena Afenyo Markin and so ede tuja. Bank of Ghana vindicates Baume's gold strategy. Okay. When in Sambia, ewo the informer and the anope. Na senya medi kan say ne asamaya ankonam no. Atamfo eni obi menya openyi kese bi ewo me nchen ena no pay meneno okay meneno ebedi newspaper review yi ya ba beye emu impense mu na ansana no mepese ye beda ye boafo ye na boafo ase. Yes, after that no ye be call for a quick commercial break. Enti ye de aseda ebema Patmo Prints Details Kitchen, the Cell Gift Shop and Nestle Ventures omone yaboafo a omoso ya sneda ni dan nyina Coastal TV yedwumedi edi ni na ye de bremo enti yentwa ye ho enkombra ye ba ye de dwumedi no ebeto aso.
National Petroleum Authority say, Mawa Bambo hu hia ukane. Ain't no, stay back and stay safe. National Petroleum Authority ebo bibia kokose se fuo tank enya kwenhia na danea menko ho nkwaye wadwen se okosisa petrol anafa ngo no na afenso menye wadwen se wo ben fuo tank enya kwenhia ne ho agwa kodwetwa videos ana pictures na petrol anafa ngo wo hwenso ohua ko wumu a enye sunsu aso bone ewo wapomodensem so fango nso eho ahometinti no enfomso akitu ebi ebetumi ameja tom amana gise ewom eba ne saa nipa dodo timi femu hihye ehwe mo nkwa emeja pade dodo na nso esei eno nti memfa wo nkwa nto chacha enye saa obenu ho nkwa na nyina se wo nse fuo tanka bi enya kwanhia na adane amafango no ebugu mpa hwa na wa aman ho da. Stay back and stay safe. Emomo no aya fredum jejumayefo ana posifo no momehwe nso ano wutumi nso efre National Petroleum Authority ewo 0302 550 380 kaise wonkwa wo hoi eho hia bebre esensa fango no kokoboyi National Petroleum Authority ene de bro.
We sell gift shop, a place you can rely on. You call on us and we will deliver. Thank you.
So amao akwaba ede Coastal TV morning make you medie no so na ye kai will say ubenya yen e wo digital channel 514 yes and so stream live on your social media pages yes stream live our Facebook and YouTube enti wo kona say obo Coastal TV awonsa ebe kan na mesre say wo hu e videos nso a wo be share na wa like it yes thumbs up na e wo ho no mesre say ubabo modiana we miaso na wo comments wo nsem bisabi so a ubetimi eja no your comment section na emrepemu no ye bema o anu yi okay enti say na me di kan before ye call for short commercial break no me bo so say yenya opanyi enmonyamfo bi ewo ha enne anope enti ono na mene no ebeye de ubo kanta de rubo enkrata amensa aka no enanope ono na ye mene no ebedi hu komo enina enti mema wakwaba
that's it Delphina.
Oh mambo ni din we are very sorry ni din de owura de laden Kisei.
Yeah.
Yes, Kisei. And welcome.
Thank you. How are you doing?
I'm doing,
Great.
I'm doing just fine.
Great.
It isn't too good, but
it is well.
Yes,
it is well. It is well.
Yes. I hope the day is treating you well so far.
Yes, the day has just begun. Yadanyamiasi say what the enquire. A chromo na eshe, but Jibi say ebebo no nsia de na bibia ya boko.
Sa pepepe. Okay. Enti the daily banner ebetwa so na in between no ye be stopena chema wuntumi ne jail insensely yaka ye de ehonsem enso abrel. Okay. Enti Richard Ahiagba joins race for NPP National First Vice Chairman. Okay, Richard Ahiagba. And also the Abetujwa say, there NPP First vice chairmanship no nini eje ho painti o de tu dwa se na eduru ho a amanfo ebe buanu ewo ho. Okay. Withhold assent to tribunal's bill, Baumia urges Mahama. Mr. Dalabe, tribunals won't send me. What's your take on it?
Okay, I would say, sadly, it has been something that has been captured in our constitution under the PNDC rule, no. Na manfo etrese sedio omu use public tribunal no edi ye adwuma no na ntwa yie enti edu bebi no enimse area the late professor Atamils na broso or constitution review na the constitution review no what we do know is a public ni public do na say we should ban that public tribunal no me efe nye adwuma kra enti and also then time NDC campaign in 2024 said one of the one of the cardinal elections campaign message said they'll revive it. We are now under a pure democracy. And see one minute say a dream say the cases are dorsum Ghanaian courts say to me activities that's our public tribunal system wa a bit to me abua ama cases no yet to me at dispense be off and no na echo year parliament no say parliament able ho na committee no womo etumide womo no some edibe tuja womo yeah no according to them one gasa say committee of parliament or year mo adwuma de ba plenary no womo to know unanimously sorry say they no omonfa omonsa ensha say na year adwuma no na parliament basele dwom womo tumi egitu mu na the Ekoban is a brave woman the minority in parliament woman free Nasabujum they didn't actually participate and what you know now was say Echo man penny John Dramani Mahama no so Edin Sasha said na ebe yemra and no ena NPP and as a minority in parliament woman see there be woman yintum there have been dissenting voices from the Ghana Bar Association woman so kasase consultation binum kasase consultations was omo ye ansana ya gisa bill ya chomro an shedanko yi enti ade no zesia eni enna hopapa although parliament the majority side energy two mu de nenso 3 days ago and Dr. Baumia ononso press engagement the true dra say enkebeya was John Dramani Mahama omanpanyin say ma onfanisa enhyase na mom yenye more public engagement. In fact the ekoso no enyefe ansa na yebeji emrade atum ewo kurum ha si yedi yedwuma no eko mrase bedwum na eko mrase bedwum a ye committee you know your committee one mo hwe saa emrano mo etomere bi na se ebro won so a wo motumi kọ abontempo ekope eye woni a won so enemede se wo mo me contribute anase wo mmua na emrano wo mo passe a ebedemu committee de yatie mi se adwuma mo ye no wo mo se kroji wo mo nyina both the minority and majority members of parliament are more committed so no so what happened the ekoi etre yense yamanyofo yi emerepi omode edi agro these things cannot be happening a simple thing that was ye tintin mreya my sebedwafo your friends like the judiciary omonso ewobika civil society organizations. Why didn't they do that broad consultations? And Sirimu Amunso Ediba and Zero, Maramesa said, and PNDC Abresu, one would be a Juma, a Tianco for 500 years. omo ye ma so mbe pass omo pass we a na omo ye public engagement na me mum de na metimo entimi ye with that approach and senkebe ya let's take a second look at it and then cross all the T's, dot the I's, and then we can move on as a people.
Okay, okay. Well said. Very much well said. Okay. Yeah, it was so the Daily Banner in the moon sense okay. Salman Chief Youth CAJ back Adamu's resources appeal to the public to disregard false information against the company. Okay, and also in Sambia Ecoso Adamu's resources.
This issues round. Can I say civil society organizations also omoboy and kakra because there is no way government bekwako jina chimemufuechi na omuanya de se on say incredible gold oil any natural resources obenko na ohia nemi emewo ho enkrofo na brabo entumi ntumpon adenti ya jiwo asase a esese obudo efunyin omaje nyina na sikapudu a every community ho ayedi kwa manone na manyofo nso eba beji won de no nya de ketwa obisa yesi school die yesi sebi ejanandia yesi chief compound ama community no na essence communities no so one more name the value of the resources every community hunting no obehwe no na ye the dollars kakra da omo na instead of standing to defend their people no mo so akọ joining mining companies no say we saw some recently
yes
mining company bi I say omo concession no time aso contract omo no aban wo no time aso enti e was say aban say won nationalize it enti enkebe ya gidi amagana ni
Mampenyi nuano eda no social
but no crowd bench and there is another one and also some spark is outrage no you know me share say community members and him for opinion leaders or more community ho when we sorry a press conference defending mining companies they say mining companies that no o my idea o my school diamond o my diamond and say it be so a mama who say communities no in the value every community no more echo so emraso say yetumi bie those communities then say adia yedi mamono and do even 0.005% of the resources that has been taken out from your community ya dani sebi enkrofua sebi yeni emie and e bi so are so corrupt say yedi arbitrary risky any wine, any dollars kakrama yenia, then we jump to the defense of this mining companies.
And no mejidi say, Chrome ho phone penny for no, or money, impimpi no mum crowfo.
Yeah, that is exactly the thing.
Because I want to believe, say, they aside they not championing the these issues. Mejidi say, back case no, omo jisika. That is why they are quiet.
They do it most of the time. They do it most of the time. And I'm saying whole documentary, I think New Months, they were doing something I believe that it should be emulated in these communities. Or more classify a mebuna, or more free communities. Or 1 year we universities. Or more training, or more demand, send the year, or more better prepare for job in the mining sector. A billion you were 1 year. Womo engineer and school almost they training womo and after your training mining company no emma akonya no se we be juma in that particular company e ba say ebusu a wo frame no wonya kakra no na wo su udi peja ebusu no every ohia mo that is how it should be done
yes
and that chenya and we say to me share the volume of sika every chrome hoko die hi na eko abemu die hi ene wo se eka community o chomere bia wo mo sign corporate social responsibility agreement no within the community now so why na say agreement o mo sign no wo mo edibe yedwuma na at the end of the day se mining ne kɔ na wie na gold ɛni hɔ oil ɛni hɔ bi mu a ɛmɛbu na se wɔn a wɔfrɛ tire ɛɛba no a wɔn nya asase no kora ɛnfa nyɛ fuo no wɔn abrabɔ ɛnkɔ akyi. These are the things that we need to be working on. We have district chief executives in these communities. Now, so according to say, Omwanu and Jum. And non to me, Mabunu Bedro Musha Debi, Galamsi Yafaya Wanjimua, say good is sape, with Yana. Now, Yansi Adebia, 1 shilling year, say Tisse Bushiemo. Now, one new Bio Benjina, say Robert Pija Bushiemo through moi, a bit to Asusa. So it is important. Say mining companies no wom say adwuma na omo ye wom say eyomodetri na omo de abehye ho eye adwuma nanso resources no nso was a benefit community no
sa pepepe na mejidi nso say ye ahemfonum no sometimes I want to believe they undermine the power given unto them. Saying ahemfonum they are getting very strong legal backings as enkrofoi ebana omo pese omo ni omo agreements there's a legal team that is going to advise them on the things, the steps to take, their procedures, and everything that has to do with it. Yes, it's high time ahemfonum so you take these things
na onem you can do all this. But Ghana, everybody is bribable.
Exactly.
With the Konakofa all the legal brains, these people went their ways and bribe them.
Yes.
Sana akoswa until say you go back to where Ghanaians will demonstrate integrity. I tell you, Cecilia will be a chesisika. Or was sikani bikurampunwa. Just say fasika.
Every man for himself.
Everyone is bribable. And say, I bear ding to get people who will stand for the community. And the Tom Redia, 1 year, Dani Ankra who is standing for the community, you'll be targeted.
Yes.
These things have been going on for long. Now, Emrason, say Emebunu, sorry. Now, we were talking about the natural resources of Ghana. Kenya, Fuiba, Hana, or say, why are we having a lot of resources and then we are empty in our pocket? Now some Americans say there is a colonial script for Africa and I say for African countries. Now wo omanye a wo beye wadwene say wo be deviate from that colonial script no you get punished.
Yes.
Anye yekura ye hwade a wo mudi Dr. Kwame Nkrumah. Kwame Nkrumah defied that script, so they took him out. Thomas Sankara, Burkina Faso, or defying, they took him out. And Chebia, Yera Muammar Gaddafi, look at the way Gaddafi is Libya. When we say no, Gaddafi is going to disturb us. Do baby, now Gaddafi was trying to bring traditional leaders in Africa together. Nasadian a succeedia. Ahimfo no benya tumi bia ewo Africa hano political power kra entumi enso ano, so they took him out.
But then most of us think that Gaddafi was a bad person.
That was the picture they painted.
Yes.
Obia ni ho ekroje oko America Donald Trump or ekroje. But it's working for his people. Why are they not taking me out? Ko Burkina Faso Ibrahim Traore she ade a onusu I shall say, all defy that colonial script. Etrese yen to me nyehwe ma ye ho egise abrofono ebem. And no na omo make assassination attempts on his life several times. Emre nanso nyame adom odaso etiase na ba ko bia wo de abetum nanse asa cause confusion. Na Islamic ayifo no say they should practice Sharia law in Burkina Faso Sidebi. Amaya omutumpono enye Sharia law and omudi
Nigeria this terrorist groups they're also fighting for that. Say the Kofoya or kidnapping.
Precisely.
Yes, they're also fighting for that Sharia law.
But you see, countries almost come when no Saudi Arabia they can cry the example Sharia. They didn't start like that.
Not at all.
They are developed until they decide to implement certain laws. It is to their advantage to protect what they have. But who have we area now? Who person year 1 year? What want turbine? Who person will not there be? So we need to conscientize the African youth. Now you can say that colonial script no answer na ye betimi esi ya no. It is a mebu no sorry. Anya sa ye mpanyifo amanyofo na wo mo tirimo afuje na wo mo pebie die wuo no wo mo beton yen ye daache wo mo ton ye daache wi a de aka no na wo mo de aja wo mo ma. Then the majority of the youth will be wallowing in poverty. That must not happen. And I believe that the voice is rising up. Very soon we will get there.
Yes, yes. We will get there very soon. Yes. Okay. Yeah, share. Yeah, Fabi into us. So miracles, thanks, ghetto boys and girls. Okay. Issue where, you know, Benka said Damakoma Sopan. I've realized there's this, you know, trend going on in Ghana where when people want to protest against, you know, public institutions and all of that, no. Omokofa, ghetto boys and girls. These people don't even know what is going on, the issue on grounds. Only Omokasampwa, they don't know why they are there. No munimani say embra, ye barrier, ye be my iska.
Delphina, asamo. A serious issue. I was a Nancy, Mammy Femfree. Abrana MPP NDC or Moya campaign 2024. Yeah, you know what they do. They go to the ghettos. Echo campaign woho. Or more epe mebono to cause confusion. Ye to ensa any in Ruya ye kikake. Ye toma omunum because I know no more feel high.
Yes.
Eko di omochi. One year pay and almost started recruitment into the security agencies. What's your report? No, according to Interior Minister, a member will be apply some joining security services. No, year one test. No, now a binum because of that you cannot be taken. A bin so you have the traces of drugs. And because of that, they were disqualified. So I heard some of them saying, a do campaign soon, muton samaye, muton nuboni maye, di mochi, a do recruitment, a move catcher and say, and nuboni wa mojemo, ya drain, yejuma. Wouldn't say, I'm really a year to talk to Maui. A beer whole number, a cow drain, you don't reason well. And yes, sir, and Kawood Delphina Uwahi. Why never Babaka say a cheap miracles abuaji? And say Brabe sing call your demonstration. You will not do it. I don't hear because I know a big car waging. San unumbi. But Obia, San Yamano be a canadeno. You're not friendly pet North America or do hompo would name the air cosso. Shall be a bizarre was a Remonacha and Tilawaha. Omunjan and my. Now, Jano, I touch him until what the local security agency are. And then so the time has come. And was said, Yenya the ministry abide Womonjayanka, Yedasu Sumu, Sebio, Womonjayanka, Mebuno, Ye Jimmy say ya so that Omuhi Yayen, Edia Yenyama Yayen, Omudi Yayen. No society develops like that.
Not at all.
Look at the number of the youth. Omuchi motorbikes, omo ghettos, omo kwanso. A do campaign season and ye kai ye two ababia ni ye refi won. A bin so ho a ye ni achi won e du anko to afiase. Obi asebi odi edrobone aka na no. Na dwen no enye papa. So what do you do? Rehabilitation and I was so within the film. Yemia comfort kwade. Yenim de eto no kroma. Na nyamia dom wonye binumu eso ne mu ema omo de ne rehabilitation me or recover ba. This is what we should be doing for our youth in the ghettos. Na woni ma de bia ebo mi hu Delphina. Constitution is see ansa na obi ebe standing to be elected as a member of parliament and as a president, the person should be of a sound mind. The constitution is clear on that. The person should be of a sound mind. Now, Anyabia said, Obi Ejina as MP. Do we subject the person to mental evaluation?
Not at all.
When them say Eba Emebu no sono, ye so ya adwen say ya adwen nya adwuma enti won to mean call security agency nanso na se bedwani president hwe ye MPs ne bi ni ye wo Ghana ha hwe ka se bi ye tombere bi a efri ebinumu enumu ba utumu say we say you subjecting to mental evaluation obefeli until me I have always been championing this cause say answer na will be as member of parliament answer na even nominated to be as MMDC CEO of state institutions we should subject them to mental evaluation say the mebo no feli do na be feli I'm telling you say you who say obi a yedi ni koda district and as the metropolitan assembly ano wono beba be the head of the metropolitan security committee and as we be regional minister obeda red sec ano regional police commander kra eshenasia identity was say yen hwesa ne ba yen the mental evaluation because as the regional minister ono regional security agency say what region na eshenase omo meeting na red sec meeting na ono the chair and to me direct munya say na sesa nipa no ono no ye say na ye nye mental evaluation na obia ono call police fire service ono die ye nye mental evaluation of failure ye nka say na dwen nye papa ye mpamo no it doesn't make sense so let's go back to the constitution. They said the yes say oh ko as MP yes say oh tax obligations na kroje was so called GRA na o clear wo ho no yes say mental evaluations so ye be na ye ho say nipa no na dwemu da ho. That is why in some countries like China they don't allow the general population to vote for their president. They don't. And your communist party members and now homono etu abayi omampeni they don't do it the way we do it here na bisawo obi a wono we failing mental evaluation to go into the security service. How do you allow that person to go and vote and elect a president? So there is a lot of things wrong with us. And to say say a be adwen enye papa obe qualified to security agency. Not just Sunday Panukra unqualified to elect a president to rule a country.
Very true.
Not just say we are allowing Sebio one of my dream to elect president. And it is about time the youth begin to echo this. Now Yesha say Pejayenia, they would have to do a legislation. A meaning to that constitutional provision which requires that anyone putting up himself to be elected should be somebody of a sound mind. And now said, let's give interpretation to that phrase. When the constitution says sound mind, what does it mean? Then we'll be making some progress.
And see, ghetto youth, boys and girls, rise up. Rise up. It shouldn't always be the case. Say, in Crawford, Abe Street, so they are protesting Kwana. You make yourself available.
Oh, yeah, thank you, too.
Oh, how? More making sure, say, I'm yet to see a government, Obeba, na waka say, oh, okay, me who say, Crawford, you or Mugu, hey, me, I should rehabilitation, me, bibisa, and far more. Bibia sa niho. Just as we mentioned, yen penny for your koto omuso aba. Yen hwe se omo yare wo omo mojem omo wo drugs in omo we don't do any of that, but do yen youth no so you go pay juma you say do drug test, do this test, do this test. So it's high time yen so no we reason up and then not fall for all these skirmishes of this. Yes. And see, yeah, to also, say newspapers be na issues na yedikai aboso de dada. Share the daily gist. Yes, asembi waha. Jailed TikToker beaten, forced to plead guilty. Na say ano TikTok trend be koso. Say we say ano NDC party ewo in power no. Say NPP ni sorry our person odidi impenifo atem na ube so no so didi mpenifo na tema na police for akoso nimu. The next thing ube hun say NPP for akọ baili nipa no, then they are, you know, giving the person gifts and then a whole lot of others. And no, are we encouraging such acts? Because if you threaten people, we've had people come online to threaten His Excellency on any area. Yeah, a police for Ekwachi, the next thing we saw and they say the other party, the opposing party, and so you know, sharing her with gifts, you know, giving her opportunities and all of that. And to say youth no so say attention bia or sorry obedidi man penyin bia no penyin bi atem. Because on him say no yeah fast connection, the party is going to recognize him quickly, him or her quickly, and then give them whatever opportunities there are available.
You see, it is becoming a worrying situation. Na minyaya ankayura Dr. Mahmudu Bawumia. He seems to be silent in that regard. Ehube here pa say Yewura Dr. Bawumia said na no otumi betina TV anim na o appeal to Yewura John Dramani Mahama say ma bomfa nsa enhye sa tribunal bill yase na embeye mra no. I think say we should said Dr. Bawumia ejina TV anim said there was a kasa in a tone. It was very diplomatic and I respect him for that. That is the way every civil society develops. Said the Dr. Bawumia yenim no ojina ho ne kasa ho te. I was really impressed with what he did. That is the way to go. Sadie na wo ye no it to go into record. Sebio enye aruba ena yedi ebu oman. And to be sure, as I post and say, Dr. Bawumia, my respect has gone high for you. Before here, I believe that the growing trend whereby I may bunu to me saw camera, it doesn't help.
Not at all.
Dr. Bawumia. It is not fine. It is encouraging some of them. Never say if you want a political party to recognize you, go and insult.
Now recently, but could be only there 1 year imprisonment too.
Precisely, I couldn't. Those videos no mean to me me say do they have family? And the DNA busuya for cry can dia fa ho ntimi daya aka Dr. Bawumia obe friend niya John Dramani Mahama na omo send a clear signal warning their followers say yes sir, it has nothing to do with us. Nemono security agencies will go after you. Yes. Now no meti say this week here NBC nibi ono so ko saw camera say ni ho so na ye trese ono so share Dr. Bawumia roba Emma Otrete ne ade Emma police for achi wono so sisi ya ba could be young lady Aminato said then Mahama I was a friend Bawumia ba what the Bawumia so din ato ne ho so your friend Bawumia ba Shavidua e trendy handcuff egu nsami no
even with her demeanor
wo sa roba na wo be boom for me say eh enti erabe ewawofo. It is becoming a worry. Said Dr. Bawumia will be dealing with better than so now I behave like that. It doesn't go well. And it made me Dr. Bawumia another press engagement to distance himself from these things. Now, what you know, near share NDC for so. Say one so what you did for woman so noted for that. No, I am glad. Say police for a branch noir. Yes, we also echo Dr. Bawumia so that it doesn't look like it is one way. Obia wobeye unsubstantiated claims I mean say eni da ho emra no yase se wo enye first no e be here was say defamation. No, So at the right time, we will come and then take our audience through the new legislations. Ma uko so camera ese wo social media. Now say freedom of speech. Na uko ka ensem bia nokure nim. Na court I establish said there wo kan wonim say enye nokure e na uko ka ya. And then one na wo ye wo ho. They say your friend is saying lady here say Al Hassan was said then ya jailing 1 year. She has other issues
Camila Al Hassan.
Camila or san e be court bio. Waja say owo ma na ebusuafo waja wo ho. Prison now Dr. Baumia will not go there with you.
Media say and Mejidi said they do that just to get the party's attention.
That is why the political parties must also engage their communicators, because Obragi said Womu MPP communicators. And I don't know whether the party recognizes them as official members of their communications team and the kind of orientation they give them. Because me say, Sebi, me no be nyajuniya. And you say me be born din ayiye it said there lady you know, if we don't stop this thing, a time will come we cannot stop it.
Yes. Enti aban na wo ye no ye ni ji ho obi bana obedidi opanyin bi atema e wo se emra no eni ni di sanso na the NPP parliament party Monso say obi from the NDC side eba ono obedidi obi nso atema e was all so moche. But with regards to that, some people also want to channel the conversation to a different thing. They are bringing in the issue of free speech. You are entitled to a free speech, but then when your speech is threatening others, then there's a cause for an alarm. Ubeka wadwen bibia beka wadwen. But in the case where ubeka wadwen na udididi obi atem, you are threatening somebody, no, and no.
What is
that? Free speech won't end, Johnny.
That prosecution, see, it's just that Ghana for said the president, you have a short memory. Under the MPP administration, ebi so e kansan bi obi mika obi ko kansan bi efa ye mame lodina mahama ho ye chi ne tum Mugabe your friend saying ohiniba boama wo mu nyina ye chi wo mu are you getting me enti ade na akoye say abeye suban when people are in opposition ho na ye tumi prosecute won. But one year we are bemuno, it's difficult to prosecute their supporters. And nothing na ye kase. Say the yachi NDC ni ayesi yachi ni police watching ni. The police should not relent. Say me pano or supporting Mahamo or supporting Baumia say what can someone na se entisa. Let us apply the law. And penifona mo e say oh and say ye no. Na asama de bia me bisa adenti na sampanyimfo no omo no yenchi wo monto there are akuku dam ewo MPP mu a omo kasa they criticize seriously but obi anchi won aden because they demand accountability using the right approach, using the right language. But say we sorry ebe kase obi ye money laundering or ton wi or ton cocaine abra mu ni nyina so. That is not freedom of speech. A banisana, a moa, yayama sisi ya himfo, ye need respect biyama wonbio. Meanwhile, in sema wokano, one name says if a dance bra, you don't have the evidence. So talk about what you know, criticize them if they are incompetent at their job, but don't go out and frame and I say at this and try to show yaw. DELPHINA, you are coming. Maybe for now you will not understand. But so be a trasem afa what you say, hey, and say me na ye kasa se mi afa me ho. And dear bonina maye. Attention now say me partner say politics enti ye boy ye trim e kasa se mi fa me ho. Se obi aye obi da. Uchu say eh ya kasa. That is why there is the freedom of expression, the freedom of speech, but it must come with responsibility. And yes, sir, Electronic Communications Act, no, ebe real na eche unsua, no, mbeko akokem, ene ya yechi yera Wontumi Amina sorry Camilla Hassan obiambo nka ne hwasem bio. Events can happen and overshadow you biara ebe feel say odansawam and wherever she is
no ni case na call very quick pa
this is them
very
Amina no so yes onko pregnancy test so it's obvious say young lady who dey funny say one a we year woman no omo your age mates. But you see, what we do forget is that whatever a man sows, you will reap it. Nature would make sure you are paid.
Yes.
So it is important that decision be a yebe take and amo be a bit to be ano yebe dream who says say emrano anya yempoa ye wo mre bia ye friend the natural law it will get you.
Yes.
Na enya wa na we afidie we ye.
Okay, me who be being so aha. Edu Boahen rejects Deputy Attorney General's social media trial. And no in social media say me ekoso ana. Edu Boahen ankasa so na ankasa ni issue e wo ho no.
Yeah, enso omonso omo yewie na sam. Na Deputy Attorney General Yara Justice Shrimsai what the summary of what transpired no evidence or more producing in court or this summary ni na ebe good in Facebook page.
Okay.
And nuna em say du Boahen.
Okay.
Nene anyo. But these things are in the public domain. They are already in the public domain. But you see, the Deputy Attorney General no the main drain is say me ready you know personally. Me ready me conclusion is say Edu Boahen say sana seminary dia ene okoje dada. Anyway, or yeden obeko jail. But say a man is sad to say the Attorney General Edibegu Hono say a man is sad. Do you know what will happen? Either Ghanaians will begin to think say court no and kanokore.
Yes.
These are the dangers. To say the Attorney General. We are not in sema be gu and from him. Say osimesi why yes na assembly do court now when to me and judgment in your favor and magana for no who say either say court no enka no correct because evidence no who see one with the abe tudromo no at that point now with the tudromo those evidence were not contested but a bin so the moment you put it there they believe say akwano oyere oye kromfo ampa we dey ye den ya obekọ jail but say ono so edi ni counter argument ba na obe contest na anko yie na ekosi ho say politicians wo munyina ya kromfo wo munyina sa na omutie it dents our democracy bebre na no so Attorney General hu kwan say asem odi court no odi to Ghana for ani na so se wo be ye ne de say die nipa no we di for abra nipa no yenya akonya entie ni side na say judge ebetina dwom na sa argument na wudi maga na for say nipa no ABCD nti wo ye kronfo court enchinemau na nipa no so ba judge nim na wo be kirem say judge asanwro entisa me nso me evidence ni madanse fuo enie na judge no hwe no say there be only for ko hu so then our create in the mind of Ghanaians Ghana for bedwin say either say bribe bi afa baby and na say court na anka no kore then it dents the image of our democracy. So if you have the evidence, let's go to court, let's produce our evidence, call your witnesses, argue your case out. At the end of the day, say judge ni say yeah, then we are good to go because we have a history in this country. Do baby announce me yaw investigative year or the two abonti na yes judge for no biji sadie no edasu wo nkofo adwem nti say wo wodi kan yes adie na anko yie pese yanka court no akoko bi afa baby it be so anentisa. So for me, I believe that the court is the best place to argue our cases out, and this is also giving us a lesson, because there is pressure on the NDC administration. Say Musi Ora mo bosika kakraka bi se enu no mo wiaye Ghana for train say sika no monje maye monjumi anyepe. The conclusion will be that NDC MPP they are all the same, which is not good for our democracy.
Okay, and then the common eye the pan and so yemre no kwana na me nka share women and leadership newspaper na ye de enu etwato but MSA eneno omamba. Yes, omamba enti yan common no eha ena ye di besi ye beda ya boafo ase Patmo Prints, The Taste Kitchen, The Cell Gift Shop, Nesto Ventures. The Cell Gift Ventures. Okay, you better omuni na ase. Mehu mienu bi wa ha, newspapers mienu bi wa ha nom. Enti
to be sankofa.
Enti sankofa yesi sankofa yenchi enti ye de enu ebetwa so. Okay. Okay, ensure the daily gist now. Stop the kangaroo courts. Baumia tells Mahama on tribunals. Okay, yeah, and so abadada. MPP must court businesses to return to power. Paul Afoko. Okay, Paul Afoko. So see why unifying entity NPP. I like what he's doing. I like whatever he's putting out there. Yes.
I think Sebebia MPP one. Young campaign mobia. Nemo me no me di omo contest next no. I could see that nipa mienu yera Boache Jako any Paul Afoko. You know, omo nyina were the same, almost a similar story. And it's about one minister, and I knew that at the time, but Osha experience na a war papaya, not the war MPP Abemoa. That man has an excellent leadership ability. I mean, this obey to me after MPP Amanu Kuno, the beer one way. If only. Say bia ya yene ade bia on probetumi yi sa de no efiri ni mu now I communicate it to the masses. Say look, it doesn't matter what I have been through, I have forgotten about it, I've forgiven everyone who has offended me. I am ready to unify the MPP for victory. I believe say to me akoyi edi amano e was what to me communicate this language no very hard. So, irrespective of what happens, no, and I believe that the grassroots will want to see or know anything through Nana Akufo-Addo. Any 1 year or more Nana Akufo-Addo, Abemo as Abrenu or no more any. The masses, the grassroots will want to see that. And then we move to Paul Afoko is making a strong comeback. Oh, Kasa. Now, the Bia Beko Biansuno, what Shiremu say. One moment we yini nyina efiri ne mu ento ne boache ja akono wo mo story no is similar. Wo hwe Paul Afoko bi a wabeye national chairman pen na sebio ya ma ne kwan ma wantumi endi chairmanship no na yeyi ni tu nchen ya ni nyina mu no one ti se Paul Afoko criticize MPP bowa echi. The man went back quietly and came in. He is preaching the message of reconciliation so hard. In fact, I have respect for the man. When they say there are some elements within the NDC. Do baby on the NDC. Woman in the year. What is the matter? But the lines of Paul Afoko, I learned so much from that man. Say, how was he able to do it? Do baby on 1 year. On 1 year, MPP former chairman, in year yet to jail. Courts and man the they kept him in jail for a long time. But no papa back no, he's still preaching reconciliation. I said, no, there is something in this man that MPP must watch out for. Yes. And the akase grassroots no so no ebe kunu say Paul Afoko and in another fashion no juma together. If that thing happens, I believe that he stand a better chance. And a bio ebi sure na enkrofo hu say wonne yanom abomu sanwa. It can go to his disadvantage. And the delegate might be looking for somebody who is very neutral in all this. So they will start looking inward to see say more candidates are more side breno. Dear he ena onko nana akufuado eni ni don bad books mo. Dear he ena they will do some of these, the very reasonable ones who want to do those calculations. E bin so dey unim oye mebusiani oye madamfo. That line and overshed no they have voted. But all in all, no, I believe that the two of them stand very tall for me.
Yes. And see Paul Afoko, they come back no very strong. We like what he's doing. Okay. Sewa Regional Hospital contractor overpaid Akando. Minister of Health the Abetuja say there Sewa Regional hospital contractor na he has been overpaid. How does that happen?
You see, you're a health minister. Yes, no. Baby, I do no Ghana for Pekasa. Kasa ne do sundudu. Baby, I do no Ghanaians are not. Otherwise, goodwill na Ghana for enya mad John Dramani Mahama no. So better.
Yes.
Ghanaians want to see action.
Not words.
Again, action. One who said the person is overpaid, what do? Use the appropriate quotas. Now, like I said, these are the steps we are taking to recover the overpayment. Any explanation be more? Because politicians now your explanation you have been elected into office to solve problem. But more problem now, you won't take action. Now the problem no politics. No. If the man is overpaid, maybe in the story it might capture what they are doing, but I want to say do baby a complain and you know Ghana for here. Ghanaians are looking for solution. Okay, the man is overpaid. The case has been handed over to Yoko to recover the excess payment. So and so steps are being taken to correct or to punish those who deliberately overpaid the man. Because if the man is overpaid, me sure say contractor no or a tube. It could see consolidated fund and I say get fund administrator so edges Debbie.
Not at all.
Somebody facilitated it.
Yes.
Nepano or Abemo and I say we fair bemo.
And I contract Dr. Derez, you
and if he's overpaid, and no who answer the EBTR will be Kano with contract like this. It goes through the Ministry of Finance. So you don't come and tell us this. If we are tired of all these narratives, go ahead and tell us a simesine process or simesine approval. Yehua is okay, Yoko has taken over. And no, let's say you are working, but overpaid. Now you say, okay, he has been overpaid. Brunina or Trias contract walk near Tiho.
How? I've even come across videos MPs no omoko on site to constructee omoko who say contractors no they are delaying the work, they are not doing the work, and no they are not taking any firm actions. You just see the contractor asking the person questions. The contract will be 10 years kwani da ho onye na say MP ko pie wa or bisa nipa nensem. At the moment, you should just sack the person, retrieve whatever money that has been paid.
There are laws that will follow in terminating contract, but no cray woman is say, yempe no cray. Contractor no, those contractors, yentu minyo because sikane contractor no kwa nebi. That is the truth. Answer na u contract no cry di be ma ono. Kwa brane edini di dada. Enti se okofo no misbehave. I want to be nyane because so dia go no so be you to say we so wajibi.
Yes,
enti sa sika na yes say Now you see oversight responsibility of parliament. Omo Afaka, toll regions, koshe contract. Meanwhile, baby a projects no, and yes sky. Every project is taking place in a particular district where there is a district chief executive. And this, don't they report to the president? Every project is happening within a region. Within the region, say you are regional minister, you are Department of Urban Roads, regional director, Urban Roads, Feeder Roads, regional director. Don't they report? There is a consultant attached to the project. What kind of feedback are they giving to the top? That it has to take a whole convoy of our MPs go with there to see say Jumanu and son say. So we can't do oversight responsibility any other way than to move all the MPs to those areas. And then they go, they return, nothing happens. A few months ago, President Mahama took a convoy Eba Accra Road, Kasua, Wilba Road, Eba instruction. Obaho, assignment or kind. He just appealed to the contractor, say, cars into Minfaso, and sometimes if we keep Costa Accra, you spend about 7-8 hours, 10, sometimes 10 hours. And I'm the Cape Coast and Pono. Now will be a water car, Fitakwa, Bogosu, Pakrade, Accra. How many hours are they spending? Not yet, who Fakwan who is a contractor, a machines, So you ask yourself, what exactly is the problem? And we don't see our MPs talking about these things because say contractors, the contractors will finish within their time. We can go there with a camera and make all the noise. But I tell you, so what do we say? That is why the contractors are bragging. Consultants, they are bragging. You can't do anything to them.
Ebusianfo ene de enkomo no ayede pa na say yedi echia other activities, other programs e wo ho a e wo say de bremo no yentimi emfamba. Enti ha ene de newspaper review no ebesi. Yes, seni ayeye no da no Tuesdays for afarefo yes ye didi omo ho nkomo na enu ano ye ko omo honom ene omo ko didi nkomo na ene no enu ehu nkomo ena ye bedi wa hanom enti ye the newspaper review section no aba ewieye ye betwa ye ho aba ye kwaje aboafo nkrato ye ba ye de nkomo bia e wo ho nso ebebrew.
We sell gift shop, a place you can rely on. You call on us and we'll deliver. Thank
National Petroleum Authority say, Mawo bambo hu hia ukane. Ain't no, stay back and stay safe. National Petroleum Authority ebo bibia kokose se fuel tank enya akwanhia na edane menko ho nkwaye wadwen se okosisa petrol ana fango no na afenso menye wadwen se wo ben fuel tank enya akwanhia ne ho agwa akodwetwa videos ana pictures na petrol ana fango wo hwenso ohua ko wumu a enye sunsu asobone ewo apomodensem so fango nso eho ahometinti no enfom so akitu ebi ebetumi ameja tom amana gise ewom eba ne saa nipa dodo timi femu hihye ehwe mo nkwa emeja pade dodo na nso esei eno nti memfa wo nkwa nto chacha enye saa obenu ho nkwa na nyina se wo hu se fuo tanka bi enya akwanhia na adane amafango no ebugu mpa hwa na wa aman ho da stay back and stay safe Emomo no aya fredum jejumayefo ana posifo no momehwe nso ano wutumi nso efre National Petroleum Authority ewo 0302 550 380 kaise wonkwa wo hoi ehu hia bebre esensa fango no kokoboi National Petroleum Authority ene de bro.
Coastal TV ahwefo ni etiefo ni na mesan adamwase se woni ye share program na se ye de abedru this period and mekaye hu se yegusu ye tie ye hwe Coastal TV ye channel ni digital 514 ye sanso stream live e Facebook and YouTube intimate se wonsa eka ye link na obemomoden na wa share ama afofo na wonso abeka ye nkomo no ho enti honom na nso ubehu se like button thumbs up bi wo honom mesre se obeboso na wa like amaye na se wo questions in semisabia enyama bia eche wadwen a uhia eho anuye a mesre se ubeja no e wo comment section enmu yebekoso adaya boafo ase Patmo Prints the sell gifts the Taste Kitchen ene MP omonada omoso yasene emaye de program yi ebrel yes enti senya adaye ye no every Tuesdays ye de afarefo enkomo ehhehye eso wa ha afarefo ye ko omo nchen ne omo kodi nkomo omo haw ene eniama ekoso nyina no ye de bre mo ewa ha na anu ye ne omo ekodi nkomo efa eye insuto ya etoye senya abwa I affect omo whether the effect has been a good one and say a bad one yes and so any omudi nkomo efa light omode eyi enam ewo epomu yes nkomo ne de edoso na enru ano yakọ BBC wo ho na mema mere ho kakra afari for da Coastal TV de afemu de ye de omo hu nsem enina ebre mu yebo omo problems so yebo hu dewuro na akase aban no so ebehwe na waye bibi afa ho omo problems ne de edoso nti yebe stress abra ye so yeguso ye afemu de na yebo omo hu nsem dewuro no stress aban no so Cape Coast impenimfo eda these fishing communities fisheries commissions ni na se for ne be se mo be kokoko honom na achrechere biara ewo ho wo se modema ye janom awa omowo emponano no e be sre na se mboa bi so wo ho a mbetimi ede ama omo a na mode ama omo enti yani mpenifoni bi twetwe nkomo enti ye betie nkomo no na emunsem no ye beka wo ha sisie
Mama be an for lighting here from ba from a hat to he able to use light from a hat mama be an call crowdy e bia this month I had mama be an ba next month I had one crowdy when you fishing hadi atasa nti won for boundaries bi mbrani wu de mumum na wo ye reset won yen kan won ye adwuma no ba so what's in office na won why worry say no baka chen dey ya pan na man kakramani na la ya so you won dey say udu bi a ebutuma akade dey mama ka che dey ato petrol ya driving out to petrol e dey ko chinchina
oni a falit season baba
e dey ko chinchina let's say e ko no enya passenger bia enya passenger bia na enya passenger bia na petrol one wa be ka
wa enimpa two ya woni ni
the next day so there some so fu na dey
in ma wo we bowa
nti saa wona dam no to be enya bla ne aboka we da ka edwuma bi na ya fa na edwuma na ya kɔ no edwuma ni na
ni mu bu siri
adikiti ti obi efa ni nya be tensiri na do support whisker ga kani nya no ebe fa o dey fa why because am fa aboka nti sɛ yen yekɔ na enam no ibi mba dem anchosi na ye ka no so ba wo do ye de badade o dey de bani wo dey ye ka wo na ye bɔ no ye tum ya cut expenses kakra na wa abo enso ma ye chen so ye tum ayede ya kɔ nti dem na ade no ate so wo ka wo me ye edwuma na ngote de wo so wo mbra nsu na ano na won ye ne ye ba mo wontina your friend na university wo na won ye won research marine your friend science na wo mu den na won ye na won fa meka nche na bi adam mo research obeyo ba yan so ye no won kwa dem meka no afa edwuma no ebu de afa edwuma no ebu de se ameminim na nyodo nyam sister oba no kada ye kwa mutu ma chire ma to the extent de na so de nyolo wu obu de sa na ade working onye gban mpocho atmasa but so otine baby no ne ya research no beka chen de o dem no ati na yen so yekoni yinhu ne dem a ye beka de we mum za akuisam ba yen ye de no ye no ko no but se kan yen ne ye ya awole chewa adwa me chema adwa bu de ya be conclude on one purpose atasa me ya you use the purpose honest
yama for my brother yama why you are and we since stay you country in mo and say I got them mutu man kana we no ko mutu stop mutu amma nam stop e mutu be eh say na e mo yo de betam na ya eduma if you tum aba mutu ko na say yango pa nimbi no so da enne eh mawra anamba ende aya mawbla ayi sutobla sutum to nchewu ense yankopon na eduma di yemye eduma di muntu minchele ma wanda muntu minchele se meka na chacha ya ri mo boyata nkora be minim na me da dawo e muntu minchele mu bi kutu achede yi oku nsuma a stop na jenga enya ibu bi abi na jenga ni mi do anka ya bi anka ni mi ni mo anka bi so mu shugara mo kono mbaba ba no so mo tsumo asase ense andi eni bane ni bu bi ya kutu ya iwura na ne bia na head ni ntum yefu gongo ma anka bi tu mo cha be pari yu ya bi wo tu yu nzu di tu to nsu ka wa gote wa tu mu fa ko be bia anon stop na
nsu na to sana emfa how dia mbrembo
ya wen su tabe anwuna adanu nsu kai ana ya me ko ma ona bi chere ewo so bi chiwo ewo so bi se no yoko bebi a nsu no ebutwa ana ntu ya igu enyo ona ya fa igu ni yin fo nko anko ya yi bebi a ya fe ona ya me ikusu ye metem ya me fo nko wala ba gwa ma bi ya ba net ye be yeduma yeko so bi ya mutu bi a nko bi ya me ikusu the rest it is the me season issue there ya shi pass nsu ko so dama ana mo watsin kan ba as na ba ya pena
na se nsu no toto sana mo kokko so a
nsu no to be bi yanko so to atwa sai to yako so to into yako atwa yako nsu so to kasa yum bebe to yako ni wi anu on wi anu de why muku nsu lu hu na fanka yako nfa shede muntu mpuye kwa abonti kaya bi eyo amun bi aso pa de bana kusuti
sanya yen pin foi ekai light omude echinam no conversation bi adane dani na ye di ewo Coastal TV hanum eninte lights amu use no enye it disrupts the ecosystem but ena enkomodie mu no na ase ba ku bi onti no ho ase ono no gidi say lights no shedan fa insunsanso bia emba fishes no even to yen nipa enami yekoto na yenso ya consume na me kire mu kire ne say oh light no so we use light now on a normal day so mo koche fishes na omo chia ye den a na ma kese no eneba but so we use light na attract nam nini na enkituo empenio nini na attract omo na say muko na mu use light na say mu pese mo che na enkitinkiti fra say enam no nini na ebesa wonso nim nke wo say omochi nam na omochi akese no na enketwa no they remain in the sea to continue cohabitation ekoso ewo epunim ba ko de ose on de onte ne ho ase da bi ono de ogidi say light no enye hwe Mr. Deladen with the issue of farmers the fishermen using light as a means to get fishes in the sea. What's your take on it?
Sanko moyo ho. Enyene e fiti ase ache papa. Nansa na mekoso no. I saw something in the video. Ana baby a omo ye net no. Enwura egu ho pa ase bola ewo epuna no. Na me hwe na de a na me bisa me ho no se enti se me frɛ me ho crash ni a. Na me nimba bia enama a mewie no ifri ba me crash ni mapa. It means that I also have a problem.
Yes.
And I need to address that. Puanu be bia nam no efa ba no. Shebola esum ho. And these people are mending their nets there. Me gidi se omo didi mpo wo ho. Enam no nso ba nam no nso nam ho a. Da wakoto e de akofie say crash ni wabotai. In fact, I think that Ghana needs to wake up. Sunlight asema yeke. Ishe sankomo yazinyene. And if today 25 years into the 21st century we are still discussing lighter yedi chinamwa, then we are not serious as a country. Abra yemfitire ya UCC. They have a whole department dedicated to coastal management. And then eba nimdia yediye afarejuma ya anka ensese eye problem kra. Wow, traditional fishers no ewo indigenous knowledge. Dudu na no nukurewu. And they have built this knowledge through experience from generation to generation over the years. So you cannot take that away from them. They have a wealth of knowledge when it comes to fishing. And therefore, universities don't so the research, modern science, the behavior of the sea at different times. Most of this research and so on global in nature, and it is not only limited to the shores of Ghana. So I want to believe that some of these things are globally accepted. They are, can say, policy maker, politician, order afare jumayano. Obama dear okra indigenous knowledge, any dear okra modern scientific knowledge no are back together. You set up that platform for them. They share experiences. They will cry indigenous knowledge no every kakra also share every modern scientist. There will also a research at the university no and so our information be also here every the indigenous no eho. Why is it so difficult for us to do this? Or we will just get this knowledge and then sit back. Our inability to bring these two classes of categories of people together. Pick the professors from the universities. Pick the fishers. They are opinion leaders. take them onto the sea. Asema okay, demonstrate it to them. Nature say behavior change and shall say ana. Ebiom. These fisher folks are forced to do some of these things because I want to which investments are echo into making a canoe auto premix any akadia aka outboard motor somebody kopuna. I will say at the end of the day or make a profit. Not when you be ashanema. What alternative livelihood are we making available for those people so that apart from the fishing, you know, what percent they can easily fall on that at that it gives them some kind of breathing space. But wako put the whole day one yashiyama nasa me the light na menyebia we'll say again ethics. No. By the way, send me the light no ekopo na me de kochi na ba. How do you even know say light na me de chi? Well, say omo say the na no na ne tie.
And light there no omo say da ho say na ehun aye.
But can you take that to court? Obetumi de akoko say enam we judge o enam we the light na chi. You can't do that.
You can't.
And this what the your friend is enforcement or marine police weapon so the light no na ediyinam na nukura no. How is that possible? So mejidi say we fisheries minister ejuma no so that is why nkwa na we apamfo in the regions in the district. You have wealth of knowledge. See, and so your vice chancellor here or wasi that is his area. Enti nimdie no ewo ho abefo kwanso enna ye pese ye dealing with some of the myths and misconceptions from the people with indigenous knowledge. So let's get down to the ground. The time of staying in the office no eya too much. Now no President Mahama can be say na was almost some of the ministries no omoma eben enkrofo no. Enti over from Volta region all the way to the western region, fisheries are also hopper, and most of these fisher folks, no, they are answerable to the ministry, and it's a ministry, no, approach some of these institutions of higher learning. I believe that we can map out a strategy to help them. Yes, I know. Walk up, so what do we do? Can we also help enroll them on some other skills? So that at that one couple, no, they can be engaged with some of those activities. Not a balance. And yes, I know we will continue to see these things. Therefore, you go with the camera, they will fight you. No matter what you say, they won't believe you. And it will continue like that. Ebedu baby no, na ye ocean no, I depleted. Ebanisa future generations now wobono edachi eye epuwe no, ebe hawo. So you see a lot of migration. That is the result. You see a lot of migration. Now, these are people to when him say me a ponana meye and to say over juma and also over school derby. So we need to begin to have this discussion and then map our strategies to resolve them.
Na endra yen komodi enim no asemba could be apie efri mobile na waboso na mepese mesan esisu biem. Ba ku ka say Kamia Koye said researchers no when they come about their research, they are in their office. They do not, try to get in touch with the local folks to tell them, to transfer the knowledge into them. Local folks, then they have their on grounds knowledge. But also researcher, also acquire research. No, and who be here say there should be, some form of collaboration between our local folks and then the researchers. Researchers more demo findings, but na books more office. Eban is saying as our knowledge, you better transfer ama your local people. No, there's a wide gap, and then how do we, bridge that gap between these people? Yes.
At the Adam in this situation, no. Researchers, no, they are independent or institutional researchers. For instance, I'm about UCC. ABS, our research now, it's purely an academic research. Why you know say what the sun die no ebeko eponano a we hear sika to do that. Anya sa ontumi mfa no ade bottom sika.
Dabi.
Enko empoano. Afei so research should inform policy. And so on why you know it was a policy makers no move na omo adopt sa research no in considering new legislation, new policies. That is why we have MPs. Fortunately, Cape Coast not say cry MP no. He was once at the university, so he knows the wealth of knowledge ever UCC ho. So it's a matter of linking academic institutions, independent researchers to specific departments within the ministries. We need Parliament to consider these things so that it can inform policy. Light as the police can you put a barrel police from a Keta to Axim? You can't do that. We cannot stop it like that. Now, say research find the naba. Na ye kukudia ministry. Na ministry share recommendations are researchers na ye in their report. Na omo project na omo dia ye be a policy and legislation. Then Parliament takes it up for discussion. Titru say eba fisheries na enye sebi ye na sebi do fo nyina na omo wo sa ndie no. And even so eba civil society organizations are we just have a few of them that are into fishery related activities. They say empoano, serefia, and the guy home. You know, they have their target projects 1 year from time to time. They cannot focus on one particular year for the rest of their life. So it is very important that Abba say, you know, media no so ever show interest. We highlight, they said, after this thing has been done, then the policy makers will say, oh, there is a wealth of knowledge in this area. And then, of course, the universities must also, I know they have been doing it, they send proposals to government institutions responsible for enacting these policies. They should also make it available to the media, say, we have done this and that research. We have made it available to government, state institutions, to work on implementing some of the recommendations as they deem fit. Then the media will also pick it up. And the media also, NBC MPP no. It is about time we also visited the institutions that are engaged in this research, pick up these conversations so that we can magnify their voices. Because left to the institutions alone, they may not have that much resources to put all these things out in the media. Those who are writing for newspapers, those writing for online blogs, some here build society. Na so bi ahye ne corner say me agiman minimododo nobody can teach me to say there me so be can say they know more than that is what will happen. So if we don't come together and we need some people in the middle to be able to facilitate these conversations. That is why we are lacking. And if the region shows leadership, I believe that central region can push forward this argument.
Sir Pepe, na MSA, we've had a lecturer from UCC coming here from time to time to, you know, have conversations with us with regards to, you know, our fishermen. Now, the last time I buy, no, my aware say, university no any, you know, the local folks no, or more courses beer. Yeah, almost expect to say,
local indigenous fishermen,
yes,
no?
You know, they come to, you know, widen their, you know, knowledge. On all of that. That's aside. I think the university should also take it upon themselves, say, aside that one being instituted, no, say, if they play, you know, a major role in ensuring, say, they get closer to them.
Yeah, and as you mentioned this, you know, within the fishing communities, behavior be integrated, it is very difficult to change it.
Yes.
Behavior change in fishing communities, let it be a research topic one day. Behavior change in fisheries communities is very challenging. Now, yeah, can is that when him say under Professor Mills, yes, the Fisheries College, MPP by Yavan for 8 years. Now, NDC Yaba, we are in how do you call it, 1.5 year.
Yes.
What is your plan as far as that college is concerned? So University Dankasa Air Pushi to take fisherfolk, indigenous fisherfolk to school to help them appreciate this new knowledge. In fact, it is a policy makers NGOs are or more access to some fund, not or more sponsor or more to start with. Until you started with first, second, third cohort. Now or more who say, oh, Nkrofoya or more core course ever UCC Fisheries College they are making some impact. The others will follow. If it is impacting, the others will follow. But say you see I tell you, they also feel that we know more than Nala that will be the narrative. They will laugh at you.
Yes.
But the time has come for us to start by sponsoring some of them to go and have this program. And when they come, we continue to monitor their progress, evaluate them, and bring out the findings. I believe Nube motivate you so that they can also the rest can also follow suit. And yes, sir, we will continue with this conversation until Jesus comes.
Senya yeguswa ye kanu. And ye common nini na me bone tofa. Me say issue ba kwa ye channel ye champion and the gap between researchers and the indigenous farmers. Researchers say also when you come up with your research ideas and all of that, we should also make it available to the fisher folks, to widen their knowledge. And then in doing that, just as my senior said, it takes the initiative of policymakers too. There is the need for them to, come in between. It is a researchers so say the research na yempeni no so mwafa na mode akọ parliament for deliberation no monso maye enhihye de afa ho ebeboa obiara from the fisherman to the researcher who is up there. And as an can media no so we have a major role to play. And NDC and NPP send Coastal TV. Yes, we are doing a very good job at it. Yes, we are doing a very good job at it. And see other media houses no best say. And it's high time we consider certain things. We go into our communities to know what is really happening, and then after we know what is happening, we are better divert attention at their ministries so afi you be jina omo so say yempeni for say ni say and abana mo so say na moye ede aboaye say na moye ede afa. Yes, and see enne yen komodie no eha ena yedi besi na meda mekoso adaya boafo ase okay mekoso adaya boafo ase Patmo Print, the Taste Kitchen, the Cell Gift Shop, and Nesto Ventures. Yadama say, ewo emboa mukoso and the boy mesa ada say and then akamini eje epe ewa hanom. Minim say afiba Mr. Oma ene Ben enso munso bebi amobia no mudwumadie no mudi ni ye. Yes ye time wechi ewo honom so minim say munso musa yechi ewa ha afi asida aka ne de bema ye CEO Mrs. Nyomi we have other interesting programs lined up. Intimacy say we will feed free Coastal TV, cause Coastal TV we are we need they be per se dey near my bemba we ni aje and ebebro enti ebusuafo maka ne sa na me de kramo ha na ende Coastal TV morning makes you me dey ni na ye di besi. Do well to have a lovely day. Enjoy the rest of your day.
Move. Abedimpo. Yeah. Fisheries Commission. Kanu Council. Aiko. Kwame Kofi Kinata. Nyame no boni wiase. No bo epo besi na numu nyame ina. Obosu kweyuru eben ekan safolo wanjina umo. No bobo so kasenara senior man falfu benye sika oyepui ya bori na ma oyentui eto na chinam epuyala Sunday sikenyi bi no nyi pese munkuminya obiala le hwehwe mana kubenya ti wale